Gaslighting 101, how it works and how to spot it. Although it's hard to realize when someone is gaslighting you, there are some traits and signs that gaslighters often show. Knowing them can help you recognize gaslighting. First, gaslighters frequently lie and deny their actions. When you recall something they said, they deny it and angrily ask you to prove it. Their attitude may make you doubt even the simplest things. Also, they use what you love against you, such as criticizing your job or family. Over time, this can make you lose confidence and feel confused. They might also say nice things to show they care about you, but their actions don't match their words. Upon suspecting someone is gaslighting you, you can respond in a few ways. Keep a journal to record events and confirm the truth. This way, you can look back at your notes for proof when you start to doubt yourself. In addition, setting clear boundaries is another important step. Be clear about what you won't accept and always follow through. Gaslighters are less likely to control you if they know it won't work.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Laura.
And I'm still thinking about that play, about the gaslighting play.
Like dimming the lights and say, no, it's so bright here.
You're crazy.
You're imagining things.
Oh my gosh, I would be so mad. It
I
reminds me
know.
of also the movie. Have you seen the movie called Don't Worry, Darling with Harry Styles?
No.
It's also kind of
Maybe
similar.
I should go check it.
Yeah.
But I would invite a guest and come to my home and say, hey, are the lights really dark or is it just me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Is it me?
And then when the friend is here, the husband makes the house super bright. Oh my gosh.
I know.
What a scary man.
Let's find out more. I can't wait
I
to
know,
know
this is
more
so
about
interesting.
what they do.
Okay, well, here the article says, although it's hard to realize when someone is gaslighting you, there are some traits and signs that gaslighters often show. Oh my gosh, I really want to learn this because I want to see who are the gaslighters. When we talk about traits, it basically just means a particular quality in your personality. Like for example, optimistic is a trait, friendly, honest, patient, compassionate. These are all traits of
my
people.
traits.
I know.
Why did you mention? It's all
because
me.
I love you, right?
Okay, Tiffany 真的太好，把我的 traits 就是性格特征都形容出来了。这是个名词哦。那所以回到课文是说，虽然很难意识到，有人在对你进行 gaslighting， 但是呢，情感操纵者通常会表现出一些特征。和迹象 I want to learn.
I know, me too. It says here, knowing them can help you recognize gaslighting. Yeah, so when you recognize something, it's a verb and it means to know who somebody is or what something is when you see or hear them. And it's because you've probably seen or heard of it before. So for example, we might recognize famous actors or singers because we've seen them on TV. We may not remember their names or what shows or movies they were in, but we're familiar with the way they look or sound. Okay, for example, we can say, I recognize that the girl on the bus was Jill because of her beautiful long red hair.
Aww.
I've seen that somewhere.
Okay, recognize 就是认出、辨识。For example, 刚刚 Tiffany 有说，有时候我们对声音是不是也很容易认得出来？I could recognize her voice in a crowded room.
Yeah, I'm
到
sure
底声音是好听还是不好听啊？
yours is good. I think,
Oh my gosh,
I know
and yours too.
All the students recognize our voices, and you're like,
I
oh my
know.
gosh, my favorite teachers. Okay, next in the article it says, first, gaslighters frequently lie and deny their actions. Okay, write this down. Okay, when someone frequently lies, frequently just means very often. It means they lie all the time almost. For example, if you go to the gym or you work out maybe 3 to 4 times a week, you go and exercise quite frequently. We can also say this, the trains on the MRT run quite frequently, so you don't have to worry if you miss a train.
为什么这个 trait 听起来他很像是一个渣男或爱劈腿的人
I know, right?
Right?
So gaslighters are
劈腿男
Yeah.
or 女 Okay, let's be
Cheaters.
fair. Okay. So frequently 就是频繁的、经常地。 For example, I frequently visit my favorite cafe for a quick break.
Next, it says, when you recall something they said, they deny it and angrily ask you to prove it.
See, 是不是渣男？
It is. It is.
我没有，你是不是怀疑我？
Prove it, prove it. Okay, when you recall, it just means to think again. So if you think about like, hey, this person did this before, said this before, they go, no, I didn't. And they say, prove it, show
有证
me.
据吗？
Yeah. When you want to prove something, it's a verb and it means you use facts or evidence to show that something is true. So like, for example, in a trial, you need to find evidence to prove that you are right or to prove your point. Okay, we can also use it in a sentence like this. Sharon made sure to catch everything on camera to prove that she was innocent.
Good, okay. Recall 我们刚刚也看到这个字哦，这是一个动词，就是回想起或是记起。而刚刚的 prove 这个动词就是证明或是证实。For example, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just be yourself.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's a really great piece of advice. Here for gaslighters, though, it says, their attitude may make you doubt even the simplest things. Yeah. So first of all, let's take a look at the word attitude. Attitude is a noun and it means the way that you think and feel about somebody or something. And it's the way that you behave towards them. And it shows how you think and feel. For example, we can say, you don't need to throw a bad attitude just because you're having a rough day.
Yeah. Okay, attitude 是什么呢？这是个名词哦，就是态度啊、看法或是心态。For example, with the right attitude, you can overcome any challenge. Oh, I get it. 所以你有时候可能还会被 gaslighter 想说啊，是不是我想太多
They also do this, it says, also they use what you love against you, such as criticizing your job or family. Gosh, this is really
好
scary.
糟哦
I know, because when you criticize something, it means you say or think, to say that you think something or somebody is bad, and to say that you don't like it or there's something wrong with it. But I do have to say, like, there is something called constructive criticism, which is, I think, kind of good for everyone to hear. It's kind of like feedback because when you have constructive criticism, that's good feedback. And it's more like, hey, I think, maybe you can do this to improve, or I think you can do this to be better. But when you criticize someone, it's more like, hey, you look really fat, or like,
You're like just like your mom.
Yeah.
你就像你妈一样烦。
Yeah, oh my gosh.
That's exactly this.
I know, gosh.
Oh, okay. 所以刚刚我们提到的 constructive criticism 是有建设性的批评，可能你给他一些 advice 一些忠告或是建议，但是这里我们在讲 gaslighting 它不是哦，它会 criticize 这个是个动词，就是批评指责，所以此外他们会利用你所爱或是在乎的事物来对付你，比方批评你的工作或者是家人。
Yeah, terrible. And then it says here, over time, this can make you lose confidence and feel confused. It's like, is it really me?
是不是我
Is it
真的
my
像我妈
problem? I know. Oh no.
怎么办 ？OK, confidence 这是一个名词哦，就是自信心。所以随着时间推移，这可能会让你失去信心，并且感到困惑，想说，哎，是不是真的我的问题啊
Next it says, they might also say nice things to show they care about you, but their actions don't match their words. Yeah, so yeah, this is like master manipulator.
I know, they might say, I love you, that's why I say that. I don't want you to become like your mom.
Yeah.
又是妈妈
What's wrong with my mom?
对啊，所以他们可能还会说一些好话啦，来表示他们关心你，但是他们的行为却与他们的言语是不符的哦。
Tisk tisk. It says here, upon suspecting someone is gaslighting you, you can respond in a few ways. So we have some tips.
Right, okay. 在这里呢，我们先来停一下，因为我们看到今天的文法 Language in Focus. Let's take a look. 今天的 Language in Focus 要表示的就是 upon 后面接 VING 或是名词然后逗点主词加上动词。这个句型其实就是用来表示一怎么样就怎么样，常用来连接两个发生时间点相同或者是相当接近的事件或是行为。那 upon 是介系词哦， 所以后面我们需要接什么呢？就是动名词 VING 或者是名词。该词组可以放在句首或是句中修饰主要子句。那一定要注意哦，此时该词组语义上的主词必须要跟主要子句的主词是相同哦。所以我们看到课文 Upon suspecting someone is gaslighting you, you can respond in a few ways. OK, 怀疑有人在用这个 gaslighting 来操纵你的时候，你有几种方式可以应对。这里的怀疑和应对的主词都是 you， 所以我们可以用 upon 哦。那再举其他的例子 Upon waking, she immediately checked her phone for messages. 一醒来，她就立即查看手机上的讯息。或者是这里我要提的是 upon 接名词哦。Upon graduation, many students start looking for jobs. 一毕业，许多学生就开始寻找工作。那这个今天提到的这个句型也可以用意思相近的从属连接词 as soon as 来代换。For example, the cat ran away as soon as it saw the dog. 等于 the cat ran away upon seeing the dog. 都是指猫一看到狗就跑走了。另外还要再注意哦，就是 as soon as 引导的副词子句，主词不需与主要子句的主词相同，但是时态必须要一致哦。For example, as soon as the students finished their exams, the teacher collected their papers. 就是副词子句主词为 the students， 主要子句的主词是 the teacher。那这整句的意思是，学生们一做完考试，老师就收走了他们的试卷。那要特别注意，此句当中的主要子句跟副词子句的主词是不一样的，所以不能代换成 upon， 然后再加上 VING 的句型哦。
All right. Well, yes, we do have some good tips if you suspect someone is gaslighting you. But before we look at the tips, let's take a look at the word suspect. Suspect is a verb and it means to have an idea that something is probably true or likely to happen, especially something bad, but you don't really have definite proof. So, for example, if you guys play the game Among Us or 狼人杀 or
天黑请闭眼
Yeah, you're always trying to figure out and suspecting who is the bad guy or who is the wolf, right? Here we can use it in a sentence like this. We threw mom a surprise birthday party, but pretended that nothing was happening so she wouldn't suspect what's going on.
Suspect 这个动词就是怀疑啊、猜想。For example, I suspect he's not telling the whole truth about what happened.
Gosh. But I think, hey, how about this? Let's ask AI a question.
真的耶，我也想要问问 AI. Hi AI, what would you do if you notice someone gaslighting you?
You know what I'm saying?
Hi AI, what would you do if you notice someone gaslighting you?
Oh, if someone tried gaslighting me? Well, I'd just sit back and laugh. After all, I have every conversation saved and perfectly stored in my memory. So if anyone tries the whole I never said that routine, I can just pull up the exact time, date, and sentence they said it. Gaslighting me would be like arguing with a dictionary. Good luck with that.
Okay, well, let's take a look at some of the tips on how to keep gaslighters away from you. It says here, keep a journal to record events and confirm the truth. Yeah, when you confirm something, it's a verb and it means to state or show that something is definitely true or correct, especially by providing evidence. Okay, for example, I can say, I called my friend to confirm that we're going to meet up tomorrow for breakfast.
OK, 所以我们刚刚有提到 keep a journal， 名词 journal 就是日记，所以我们常用 keep a journal 表示写日记。而 confirm 这个动词就是确认或是确定。For example, I'll send an email to confirm the details of our conversation.
Yeah, sometimes I actually do this, not in a journal, but then like maybe through text.
Work, yeah.
Yeah, like if someone says something, I'll text back and be like, oh, so you said that, blah, 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 right? And then I do that through text, so I have evidence as well. Okay, next, the article says, this way you can look back at your notes for proof when you start to doubt yourself, okay? This way is a phrase and just means like thus, okay? Thus, you can look back at your notes to find proof.
Yeah, this way 就是如此一来. For example, let's split the work evenly. This way we'll finish faster. We also saw the word proof, okay? P-R-O-O-F, 这是个名词哦，它也是证据或是证明的意思。For example, you need to show proof of purchase for refund.
So you can also look back at your notes. Look back is a phrase, and it means to think about something in the past. So for example, like in class, if you write notes, you can always look back at what your teacher said or wrote when you are studying or when you're reviewing for the test.
Look back 有回顾啊，或是回想某个事物。For example, when I look back at my college days, I remember all the fun we had.
Good memories. Okay, next in the article it says, in addition, setting clear boundaries is another important step. I really like this. So in addition just means also. Now, boundary is basically, it's an imaginary line that separates things from other things or places. And when we talk about people's boundaries, it just means an imaginary line that people draw, and it basically tells us what are some of the things that they can or cannot accept. So, for example, I draw the boundary at dating a friend's ex. It means it's just a line that I don't cross, and it means that it's something that I cannot do or cannot accept.
In addition to, 我们后面可以接 V-I-N-G or a noun, 就是除此，也就是这个事物之外。For example, in addition to being a great cook, he's also an amazing artist. 他帅吗 ？OK， 那刚刚还提到 boundary，OK， 这是一个名词，就是人际关系的界限。
It says here in the article, be clear about what you won't accept and always follow through, right? When you follow through something, it just means you continue with an action or a task and to do what you say. So don't be like, oh, I'm not going to do that and then allow things to happen. You have to clearly set your boundaries.
Okay, 就是我要跟你分手，然后隔天跟他和好。
I know. No.
Some girls are like that. Okay, so follow something through 就是贯彻某事物或是坚持完成某事物。For example, she's determined to follow through with her fitness goals. 我也想要。
You can do it. Lastly, it says, gaslighters are less likely to control you if they know it won't work. Yeah,
没错
They prey on the weak.
没错，如果 gaslighters 知道他们的做法不会奏效，他们就比较不可能去控制你或操控你，因为他想说他们比较想要欺负比较简单的那种比较弱者。
Yeah, they like to prey on the weak. So mean. All right, so hopefully you guys won't meet gaslighters in your lifetime, but if you do, remember to try to follow these steps and to say, no, get away from me. Okay, now we have our For You chat. It says, what are some other ways to protect yourself from gaslighting?
Okay, some
Any
other
tips?
ways to protect myself from gaslighting are probably, I think I would seek support from trusted friends or family members or even a therapist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who can offer an outside perspective.
Yeah.
I think a therapist is like very
helpful too.
Exactly. And then you're getting like good opinions, not just like from a friend, because maybe that friend
is biased or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, and therapists can also teach you some things to say to set your boundaries as well. I also think like usually when I meet people that I feel like aren't really good for me, I usually just limit my contact with them and I just cut them out. Like I'm just like, bye, see you, I don't need you. So for me, I probably would just cut this person out and maybe just end the relationship if I feel like it's too toxic or I feel like it's not doing me any good.
I would do that as well.
Right?
Like if a person complains so much and it's like always
Bye.
like giving me like negative thoughts, I would go
block.
Yeah, 很恐怖.
Or like just respond to them less.
Or maybe
right?
they're always jealous of you. You know those
my
people
God,
you
they're
have Remember, okay, we can
Gosh.
go, another
On and
4
on.
days talking
I
about
know.
this. 好的，如果觉得今天的主题让你觉得意犹未尽，你还可以加入空中家教和老师同学一起讨论哦。
Yay! Well, that's the end of today's article. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Recognize. Lucy didn't know the man's name, but she recognized his face. She was sure she'd seen him before. Frequently. My trip to London wasn't much fun because it rained frequently while I was there. Prove. To prove you have passed your exam, you can show us your exam paper with the teacher's grade. Attitude. I don't like Barry's attitude. He's lazy and often very rude to people. Suspect. The police suspected that the man had killed his wife, but they had no proof. Confirm. Amy was asked to confirm her address before the bank mailed her a new credit card.
智慧小补帖
Trait. Recall. Criticize. Confidence. Boundary.